Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is, of course, your boy, Nolan Hawkeye Anthony here, and we are just about at halftime. I'm not sure if we are 100% halftime yet. And by the way, if you're not subscribed, smash that subscribe button because subscribing makes you feel good. And at the very least, like, comment, share. You know the drill. Listen, folks, Iowa fans, the Iowa offense just sucks. And I'm actually a little bit concerned, not just for this game, but it's 13-3. Hawkeyes are down 13-3 with 10 seconds left. The Iowa. Let me just recap if you are not watching the game, but you are tuning in to my live stream here. The Kentucky scored on their first possession, getting the ball. It was like a 7-minute drive. And they scored a touchdown. Iowa just literally could not stop them. And I've kind of noticed that is kind of what happens with the Iowa defense. Because that's what the Iowa defense tries to make the other team do. They try and make the other team beat them. Iowa doesn't do anything fancy, anything kind of crazy on the defensive side. They just make you beat them. And if you don't beat yourself offensively, like Kentucky did not in their first drive, then you can sustain a long drive. We saw the same thing when Iowa played Michigan State in the Big Ten championship game. If you are willing to be patient and take the yards, the hard-earned yards that are given to you, then you can find a way to score. Geez, can the Hawkeyes score a late field goal here? That would be huge if they can. And then Iowa got the ball back. They went 4 and out or whatever. It went back and forth, and then Iowa was knocking on the door at the end of the first quarter, and they had a Connor Colby had a false start penalty, and then on 3rd and 9. Spencer Petras threw a pretty dang good ball to Arland Bruce that he dropped. And I've been saying this, so it's 13-3 at halftime, folks. 13-3 at halftime. And I've been saying this to you guys all year long that yes, a lot of the criticism does go to the quarterbacks and the offensive coordinator, but you cannot drop passes. You just can't. And way too frequently this season has that been the case, dropping balls. Then Iowa had some good field position. Spencer Petras had all day to throw, and the Kentucky defender got his hands up, made a good play, and there was an interception. And Iowa held them to a field goal. I'm trying to remember the other field goal that Kentucky scored because they've scored 2 field goals. But those are the 2 main plays. Kentucky scored off of an Iowa interception, and they scored a touchdown in their first drive. Now, let's dive into it. I mean, listen, folks, if you want to win a game like this, and you get the ball inside the 20 like the Iowa Hawkeyes did, you have to score a touchdown. You have to score a touchdown. By the way, I'm sick, guys. I'm doing this show because, I'm trying to make a push here. as you know, the premier Iowa Hawkeye content creator. But there's no doubt about it. I'm hurting right now. I'm definitely sick. But I'm going to push through anyways. You have to score that touchdown. And, I like how Gavin Williams has ran the ball today. He's looked good. I think Iowa largely missed that all year. They missed a guy who was, like a bowling pin, just bouncing off tacklers. But folks, this is just not going to cut it. And 3 points in one half, this is just not going to cut it. They showed a graphic for the Iowa Hawkeyes where Iowa score, basically the graphic was Iowa scores all of their points after the first quarter. And, maybe that's true. So Spencer Petras has 2 interceptions already. I'm trying to think when he threw the second one. I know he threw the one that was the tip pass. Did he just throw one before the end of the half? Is that what just happened? Is that what just happened? Let's see here. Yep. Spencer Petras pass intercepted. So the pass was intercepted in the end zone. But 3 points is just not going to cut it, guys. It's not going to cut it. And if we look at the past 2 games for the Iowa Hawkeyes, they have been outscored by Michigan and now Kentucky by double digits. I mean, massively outscored. And the reality is that for the Iowa Hawkeyes, if their defense doesn't create turnovers, if their defense and their special teams don't create a spark on their own, Iowa is largely ineffective. And that is concerning moving forward. It is, because, if I were to play Iowa, I would play the most conservative game I could. I would barely even pass the ball. I would almost run the ball 60% of the time, because I would make the Iowa offense beat me, which I know that they wouldn't. And this is just so boring. It is, like I literally ate my breakfast after watching a couple series with the Iowa Hawkeyes, because in my mind, I knew that I wasn't going to miss a damn thing with this Iowa Hawkeyes team. 3 points is not going to cut it. It's just not going to cut it. So Gavin Williams has 5 carries for 25 yards. Not great. LaShawn Williams has 3 carries for 6 yards. Ivory Kelly Martin has 1 carry for 12 yards. I thought we would see more Ivory Kelly Martin, but looks like Iowa is going with LaShawn Williams and Gavin Williams. Sam Laporta has 28 yards. Luke Lachey has 15. And again, this is just it's a game in, game out thing, where the top receivers for the Iowa Hawkeyes are never the receivers. It is always the tight ends. Sam Laporta and Luke Lachey are the top 2 yards getters on this Iowa team. Literally. Okay. The only Iowa receiver that is on the box score is Arlen Bruce with 2 catches for 11 yards. Okay. Nico Regani, nothing. Charlie Jones, nothing. Jackson Ritter, a walk-on, has more catches currently in this game than Nico Regani and Charlie Jones. It's just not going to cut it, guys. It's just not going to cut it. So we'll see what's going to happen in this second half. I'm not super optimistic in this game. We will see what happens. Like I said, I'm not super optimistic. because I just, at the end of the day, I don't feel strongly that the Iowa offense will come out and get this done. So we will see what happens. I will see you guys in the post game. I just wanted to come on here and chat a little bit about this dismal first half of football. You know, the crazy thing is, I want to make one more point. You have a full month to prepare for this Kentucky team. And I don't care how good a defense is that you are preparing for, aka Iowa's offense preparing for Kentucky's defense. All you can muster up in that month of time is 3 points. You may as well not even practice. You may as well not even show up and have the offense run any snaps, because when it comes time for the game, you're only going to put up 3 points. Why even do this to yourself? So this is definitely frustrating. We'll see what happens here in the second half. I expect it to be a whole lot of the same stuff. You know, I remember my college coach used to always say to us, if we had a bad offensive performance or even defensively, you know, he would basically goof on us and say, why are we even practicing? If you're going to show up to the game and do this, why are we even practicing? Because at some point you have to ask yourself, is the practice doing anything? So, yeah, we'll see what happens in the second half. I wish I could be much more optimistic. I really do, folks. But I am not feeling good about this game. All right, I will see you guys in the post game. DBAP, don't be a pussy with low facts or feelings. Your feelings don't matter. Love y'all. See you guys in the post game. Bye.